Like, he's selling insurance.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
Michael Robinson, I guess, had a sustained career as a fullback. He was with the Seahawks for like 6 years as a fullback. So, I mean, does that kind of count?
I would think so. I mean,
he won a Super Bowl.
If you win a Super Bowl, or I would say if you're at least, let's put it this way, if you're at least practice squad, I guess you made some sort of impact on the NFL.
What are some other Indiana? Oh, you got fucking Peyton Ramsey.
Yeah.
What other schools are there? Minnesota. I don't even know any quarterbacks Minnesota's had to go to the NFL. Their best success was Marion the Barbarian in the NFL.
No, same.
Iowa. Iowa's got Ricky Stanzi, who had a little bit of success when Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. They got no, I'm sorry. Where did he play? I don't remember who he played for in the NFL. But you've also got from Iowa C.J. Beathard, who I was thinking of.
Beathard?
Yeah, Beathard. Yeah.
Whose dad's in the
Oh,
Fame,
I
right?
lied. There's a fourth Big Ten quarterback that's had sustained, quote-unquote, sustained success.
You're talking
Kirk Cousins.
In Minnesota, you were talking Golden Gophers?
Golden Gophers, yep.
Tony Dungy.
Yeah, I mean, that was a long time ago, but...
Let's see. That's about it, yeah.
Marion Barbarian is their best. I mean, Nebraska's had Tommy Frazier. He never worked out in the NFL.
No.
Who else? What other teams are there? Wisconsin, their quarterbacks fucking suck all the time. Bad. Other than Russell Wilson. And let's be honest, he was a fucking product of NC State. He left because he wasn't sure he'd be able to beat Taylor Martinez as the quarterback. Maryland, I don't know if Maryland's ever sent a quarterback to the NFL. I can't tell if they have or not.
No.
Who else? Ohio State. Look at the shit they produce at quarterback. Other quarterbacks are wide receivers now. Cordell Patterson. Cardell Patterson, sorry. Cardell Jones. Terrell Pryor. J.T. Barrett. The only one that continued to play quarterback was Troy Smith, and he sucked.
Yeah.
Michigan's also had Drew Stanton, who had a little bit of success. Chad Henne, who, while he was never a great quarterback, I'd say he had a very successful career. He played for a long time.
Wasn't he? Was he the one that went to the Colts? Was it with Peyton Manning or?
He's been all over. He was a Lion. He was a Dolphin. He was a Cowboy. He's played for everybody.
So he's basically like a Jay Cutler.
I'd say more like a Josh McCown than a Jay Cutler.
Somebody tours the league, or no, not Cutler. Was it Kyle Orton that was always bouncing around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. McCown's played for almost half the league.
I think he's on Team 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
ridiculous. But do you have anyone else? Like, I can't think of anyone from Rutgers.
No, off the top of my head. We could check quick. Let's see.
What other? Purdue, Indiana, Iowa, Illinois. I can't think of any others off the top of my head. I mean, I'm sure if I did some digging, I'd be able to find something.
They're saying here, Rutgers had, I don't know, Mike Teal.
Oh, Mike Teal!
Yep. Mike McMahon and Ray Lucas.
Ray Lucas. Okay. All right. Yeah. Continuing the shit fest. Okay.
Now, what were the other ones we said? Maryland?
Yeah, Maryland. Has Maryland ever had a quarterback? I feel like they've had a couple quarterbacks get to the NFL, but never last long.
Scott McBride.
Don't know.
I don't know. Mark Mangus?
No, don't know.
So probably not.
So probably not.
No.
I will say, though, Indiana does have a really good quarterback right now. Last name is Penix, Penix.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. Penn State's also got Trace McSorley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's the backup right now in Baltimore.
Can't beat that. So, wait. So, Baltimore's Lamar Jackson, then Trace McSorley, and
I'm pretty sure.
Not RG3?
I'm pretty sure RG3 is inactive, isn't he? Let's take a quick look.
Well, we got Wisconsin. What was the other one we wanted to know? We did Russell Wilson. What was the other team we were curious about?
I don't know. Michigan State's also had Connor Cook, who is a backup.
Yeah. Let's look at Indiana.
Peyton Ramsey. That's the only player that I can think of off the top of my head. Okay. So, Ravens depth chart at quarterback. Nope, we've got RG3, then Trace McSorley. Okay, so I thought RG3 was inactive. Doesn't matter, he's not seeing the field.
He got signed.
Yeah, yep.
What about Barrett? Did he end up anywheres?
Who?
JT Barrett? Probably not.
Oh, Dwayne Haskins is with the Redskins for a little bit. JT Barrett, let's take a quick look at JT Barrett. The Barrett Barrage.
We had said he couldn't.
He's currently a free agent.
Oh.
Actually, hold on a second. He's currently a free agent. Most recently played for the Seahawks practice squad. He was on the Saints for a season. So. Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah.
Does he count?
Why not?
Oh, man. So I thought that was like a fun little exercise because they have a lot of quarterbacks that you're like, I remember that name, but you don't really.
Yeah, remember the
actual player.
Yeah.
Outside of Tom Brady and Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Like, I didn't even remember that fucking Kirk Cousins played in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, you got, like, guys from Purdue, Tyler Palko. What did he ever do? I mean, you had Drew Brees, yes. Curtis Painter. Oh, I remember when the Vikings thought that he was going to be the guy. No.
Nah.
No.
And
then they got Christian Ponder. Oh, man. That was fun.
It was. I mean, it's, so many different names that, float around. It's just, tracking them all is another story.
It's easier, I think, from the ACC to name quarterbacks because Florida State has sent a fuck ton.
Yeah. Pac-12.
Pac-12 has... USC's got a few. The only one that really, really jumps...
Darnold.
No, I wouldn't put him on the list yet. Carson Palmer.
I want to see... Because there's one I wanted to name off, actually.
From USC?
Yeah.
You had Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, well...
You had John David Booty. Not Ryan Mallett. What was his name? Mitch Mustaine.
Yeah. Clay Matthews at linebacker, but...
Well, yeah, at linebacker. It's a lot easier to name, linebackers and defensive players.
Matt Barkley, remember?
Oh, man, he was so bad. Isn't he on the Bears now?
Yeah, he came up, they called him, remember last year?
Yeah.
When Peterman was shitting the bed in Buffalo?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, no, he's on the Bills now. That's right.
They tried that experiment, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
But yeah, Matt Leinart, Carson Palmer.
Matt Leinart, yep.
Sanchez. I mean, I'm sure even Dan O'Shea would call that a bust.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, here's how I
Matt Castle.
Matt Castle, yep. Here's how I would define a bust. I would define the NFL bust as being someone who has extremely high potential, gets drafted very high, and becomes irrelevant within the
2
first
years.
contract.
Yeah. Yep.
Mark Sanchez led that team to the AFC Championship. You can say the defense did it, but he was a key part of that team. The Jets teams that went to back-to-back AFC Championships. And while we remember him most fondly for the fucking hot dog eating on the sideline and the butt fumble, we also have to remember that he did a great job of managing the games for the Jets in those couple of seasons.
Yeah, but was it him or was it really Rex Ryan that was...
Rex Ryan's a defensive guy. He doesn't know shit about offense.
I don't know. I mean, granted, the closest they got was probably the second time when they played Pittsburgh. If I remember right, that the Colts, when they played the Colts the first year, was pretty much a blowout, wasn't it?
I don't think it was a blowout. I think it was fairly close, but I mean, it doesn't matter because the end result is the Patriots. Not the Patriots. The Jets lost.
Yeah.
So, like I said, other conferences, quarterbacks, like you can name a ton coming from ACC schools. I mean, shit. Where do you even start with Florida State? You got Charlie Whitehurst. You got Jameis Winston. You got what's his name? Great. Now it's and I was wrong. Charlie Whitehurst went to UCLA. He was Pac-12. What's his name? Great. We're just gonna move on because now I'm blanking.
Yeah, we're getting
So
too deep.
Yeah, we'll hammer this out, and we'll continue doing this kind of thing, maybe with another position, a different conference.
Yeah,
in future episodes because I think that's fun.
I like the concept of it. Yeah,
I'm not going to tell you what position and what conference we're going to talk about, just so I spring it on you guys and you're confused as shit.
Cool. That's when it starts to get fun.
All right, now Dan Beebe, I do have a personal question to ask you.
Shoot.
You enjoy watching football?
Hell a lot.
Do you enjoy playing fantasy football?
Like, probably to an unhealthy extent, yes.
How many teams did you want to have this year?
I have a total of 12, and I have a, this is actually late breaking, a number 13 team in the works. That's going to auto-draft right now.
It's auto-drafting right now.
Yep.
You're just so addicted. You don't even care who you get drafted.
I looked at my last one. I wasn't happy with my running backs. I'm like, well, I better see if I can add one more and see if it shakes out better.
Okay. How many did you told me you wanted to meet a certain number.
Yes.
How many was that?
The original plan was to reach 30.
But you ran into a problem.
Yes.
With team limits, right?
Yeah, starting in August, NFL limits you to 6 per account. So that was, I wasn't going to, create another email. That'd be too chaotic for that. So 6 limit per season with the NFL app. Went over to Yahoo, because that's, of course, where we have our Keeper League for the podcast.
It is, and I am just raking in the fucking riches, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yep. So I did a PPR separate free league on there as well. We got our podcast Keepers League. We got our podcast Prize League on Sleeper, which I'm in. And then it was the 3 leagues currently and 4 on ESPN app.
You have
Yep.
a lot.
Yeah. So it's going to be 6 NFL, 3 ESPN. So you got the 9. You got the 1 in Sleeper and the 2 on Yahoo for 12. And then see what happens.
What's the 13th one on?
ESPN.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're going to need it. Let me ask you this question. Do you ever find yourself in a predicament where, as a fan of a team, you want a certain thing to happen, but as a fantasy player, you have